For In Your Corner team coverage of this tragedy, we are learning more about Sergeant Michael Wilson. He worked as a school resource officer for a few years during his time with the Charlotte County Sheriff's Office. For In Your Corner, Sarah Belsole live in the studio with that part of his legacy. Sarah?
Well, Patrick, Sergeant Wilson was a school resource officer at Port Charlotte High School from 2001 to 2003. A spokesman for the school district tells me Wilson was a 1990 graduate from the school and asked to be assigned there. And as students and faculty told me today, Wilson had a huge impact on everyone who walked those halls.
It's the first day of school at Port Charlotte High School, but instead of the usual back-to-school smiles and excitement, things feel a little different.
It's just a sad day.
That's because Sergeant Michael Wilson, who was killed Monday night responding to a domestic dispute call, is part of the Port Charlotte High School family. He spent 2 years walking these halls as the school resource officer.
For him to come back as a former student and become the school resource officer, it was a big deal, and it was a good thing for the kids.
It was especially good for former student Christina Garcia, who says Wilson helped her through some tough times.
He was just always kind and generous, empathized with a lot of the things. I was a kid, if I was going through a struggle or had any problems.
He would even give Christina a lift to class on his golf cart if she was running late. And when she got in trouble for skipping class, Wilson was there to help her get back on track.
I'd come to his office and he would generally just tell me the importance of why you need to be in the class and not to skip out.
But what Christina remembers most?
He was always full of smiles. Like, you knew his reaction by how he smiled to you, or if you weren't doing something right, he'll be like, his facial expressions just tell it all.
Wilson does have 3 children who go to Charlotte County Public Schools. School district tells me they called a crisis team that's made up of social workers and school psychologists to get to the schools today to help students, parents, and faculty, and they will stay on call for as long as everybody needs them to. Live in the studio, Sarah Belsole, Fox 4 in your corner.
All right.